Sadly, not even an hour after Aretha Franklin passes away, an argument at a local barbershop about the Queen of Soul sparks a shooting.
It did, and News 3's Rachel Carden was the first reporter on scene. She joins us now live at Centera Norfolk General, where doctors say one of the victims may not survive from their injuries. Pick up the story from here, Rachel.
Hey, Kurt and Barbara, yes, we're hearing that 2 people will actually transported here to Centera Norfolk General Hospital. One of them with a very serious gunshot wound, the other injured in this fight that you were just mentioning. Now, when we got out there, witnesses told us they were a little bit embarrassed to say that this all started because one man was questioning the other whether or not Halle Berry was playing or had played Aretha Franklin in a movie. They tell me shortly after, shots were fired. Outside a Suffolk barber shop, crime scene tape outlines where police are investigating a shooting. Witnesses say it all stemmed from an argument about Aretha Franklin.
We got into it. They were talking about Halle Berry playing Aretha, and they got into it. And some kind of way, Tony got aggressive with the boy.
Witnesses told me the fight started in the barber shop but spilled outside.
The next thing we know, they was on the floor. The boy didn't pull his gun, and then he got up, and the boy said, I give you a pass. Tony wanted to break it loose again, but when the boy was reaching for his gun, Tony ran out of the building, and the boy came behind him and shot him.
Just a few feet away, a shop full of workers heard a last-minute plea.
I heard no, and I heard some shots. But the shots sounded like an accident or something. It didn't sound like a gunshot.
It was a gruesome sight when we first got on scene. Police say one man was shot and seriously hurt.
I thought they were carrying him away on a gurney. I thought he was dead, but he was talking and everything. Wow, okay. But I just thank God. I hope both of them survive.
We asked witnesses about the atmosphere in this barbershop, whether or not they would ever expect this kind of violence.
No, I'm talking, that's our chat room. If you want to know anything, go in there. If don't nobody know it, they hit to go Google and let you know what's happening. Because I walked in there when they were talking about that. I said, how Aretha doing? They told me, so Aretha died 5 minutes ago.
Witnesses tell us the 2 men involved in the fight are friends. Now, we spoke to a man who claims to be the victim in this case's brother. We do know the name of the victim as well as the shooter, but we are waiting for police to confirm that before we release any of that information. For now, live in Norfolk, I'm Rachel Carden, News 3.